Is the frequency in use? No, I know it's not. This is K4PW, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net. Is there any emergency? Just emergency traffic. Who ever heard of priority traffic? Who's first in the priority line? Anyway, any emergency traffic? All right. You know, I get tired of saying those words. My name is Paul, K4PW. Here in Mount Juliet. Is there any? You already said that. This net may be broken at any time for emergency stuff, if there ever was any. For information on this net, see us right now on YouTube. See us. You'll see my meter for signal strength here from my radio, from my 897D, and this is a large scale lighted mirror that I use, or I have used. I'm going back old school again. And you can go to YouTube on the search block, and you'll be able to hear what I hear. You won't necessarily hear what you hear, but unless you have a real good antenna. So just put my call, K4PEW, into the search block and click on my channel. There's a picture of me and my wife, if you go to get to that part. Yeah, picture the day we got married. And you can look at the premiere there. And you can see what's going on and hear what I hear. You can also go to our website, 146415.net, 146415.net. It's the information on Simplex and how to live your life. Also, you can go to our groups.io page, groups.India Oscar, and just put in MJSS, because that's the where our net schedule is. You can sign up for email if you want to. We got 200 and actually a little more over than 200, but it's 200 firm people that are local here. I think it's the largest single club list of emails, probably, I'm guessing in Central Florida, but I'm not sure about that. I'm willing to bet that Williamson County's got a bigger email list than we do. They also have they got more repeaters. Never mind. Or you can send me an email at k4pew@arrl.net. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night, and we're here lots of other times. There's usually somebody monitoring this frequency. And our purpose is to have fun, have a good time. It's on 146.415. Tonight we'll be on 146.415, where we are right now. We'll move over to 144.240, and we'll also move over to 50.135, upper sideband. That 144.240 is also upper sideband. There's also a net, a 10-meter net on Sunday night, which is tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. on 28.415 upper sideband. 28.415 upper sideband. Be there. If you can't be there till late in the day to be buying a 10-meter antenna, but go buy, borrow, or steal one. That's what it is. Find somebody in the neighborhood who has a 10-meter antenna and hook up your radio to theirs. No, I just. And announcements. I guess I announced everything that was on the net. We do have a breakfast next Saturday morning. That's next Saturday in Lebanon at the Shoney's. There's only one Shoney's right there next to the interstate. It's 40, so you can't miss it. But you'll get notices of that. If you're on the email list, you get notices about that as well. Does anybody have any other announcements? There's a bunch of Michigan QSOs on the QSO Club thing. Conditions have been very good recently. Anyway, does anybody have any other announcements we need to know about? All right. Well, we are on net number. I have no idea what it's 788. Correct me on that one, Mike.
You're exactly right, folks.
Hang on one second. I can't get my pen to write here. Would have been a good idea to check that. We were starting from the north, I believe. But we're going to be taking people short on time first, so please come in. Nobody short on time?
KF4,
Hold on, we had a couple in there, and I think I was doubling with somebody. I got KF4, KFQ, Tony short on time, and short on.
Short on time?
All right, very good. Nothing for the net?
No, I'm good.
All right, very good. That's Tony, Kilo Foxtrot, 4 Kilo Foxtrot, Quebec. He's in Smyrna, really short on time. Who was the other party?
November 4th, Foxtrot.
Very good. Rick got you in there. A little rough copy, but I can hear you good. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man.
Listen, you got to save up your money for gas to come over to breakfast next Saturday.
Got that right. Yeah, I'm going to try to make it next Saturday.
Yeah, I noticed today I was over by Kroger and it was 271. 271? 371. No, 371, isn't it?
Yeah, please.
Man, it's hard for me to even say those words.
I know, it hurts my feelings.
I'm telling you. Well, very good. I hope that family's doing well.
Everybody's doing good, Paul. Thank you. Happy Easter, everybody.
All right, very good. That was Rick in Ashland City. Short on time, but not short on a good family. K4, and anyway, that's a Kilo November 4. Tango Juliet Foxtrot in Ashland City. Who else is short on time?
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, Smyrna, 10. I did, but it's not enough.
Very good. Everything going well?
Yes, it's going better than. Yeah, it's going well.
All right, very good. Nothing for the net?
Nope, nothing at all. Just hello.
Very good. That was Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. He's in Smyrna. His name is Ken. Good signal. He had a damaged antenna from that little. So I hope we get that fixed. Who else is anybody else short on time? Awesome. Just squelch breaking, but I don't know who it is. Anybody copying that? Because I hear him, but I don't know who it is. Let's try that again, please. Okay, was that Kilo Bravo 5? Kilo Bravo 5. What's the rest of it? Oh my gosh. Hold on one. Let's try that again. I just turned up the volume a little bit so I could hear you. I last 3 letters a few times if you don't mind. Just say I'm gonna keep to the last 3 in your call. Is anybody else copying it? I'm having such a trouble hearing those 3. Let's try that one more time, please. No, I'm not getting it at all, unfortunately, that Kilo Bravo 5 station. I don't know if you're mobile or what the story is, but I just can't, I'm not copying you well at all. All right. Anybody else short on time? All right. Any first time check-ins, please come in. All righty. Maybe we ought to do an HT check-in next. Who starting from the north, so please come now from north. Please come now.
WB0NLO.
Oh, I heard of somebody else in there. Bravo 0, November, Oscar, everything going well?
Yep, going well. But in tiny little screws, replacing a hard drive.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch. I got leftover screws from those kind of work I used to do.
Yeah, I got a drawer full of them too.
Yeah, it's amazing how those little, like you need a giant white mat to do your work on.
What I'm doing, I got an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper out here and got them all spread out. So we'll see if it works here.
It wouldn't hurt to be magnetized either.
You know, they're all brass. I've got a magnetized screwdriver and none of
that's horrible. I've been down that road too. And I have dropped those little tiny screws, and I got a carpet in here. I never did find 2 of them.
Yeah, well, I think they put too many in them anyway.
Yeah, there must be a minimum amount in China to use.
Must be. All right. the other night, I guess, during the storm, I had to kind of bail in a hurry. But we had a crash over here. I thought a tree was coming through the house, but false alarm, nothing happened.
Well, good. I'm glad nothing happened. Now you missed the DMR net tonight.
You know, I got something going on over here. We'll talk about it later, but it sounds so bad I can hardly understand what people say.
Huh. Huh. Considered looking into the dementia issue?
Well, the radio may have it. I don't.
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, how can? Well, I don't know. We'll talk about the net, Mark.
Nope, that's it.
All right, very good. That's Mark. He's in Northwest Wilson County National Weather Service by the radar dome up there. And his call is Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar. Anybody else north?
No.
Hello, how are you tonight?
Just got back from downtown a little bit ago. Wish it was still a little wet outside. It's looking pretty wild out there.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't get too wild. Give me a call again, Hayes, because I think I wrote it down wrong. For what?
You said November 8 Hotel Tango, but it's November 8 November Hotel Tango. It's a 1x3.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, I had the November correct. I couldn't remember what the last two were, and I should know that by now. But anyway, everything else going well for you, Hayes?
Yeah, I think so. It's a beautiful day today. Still working on getting that 10-meter vertical up, but it'll be up soon. The weather hasn't really been cooperating with me so well with the time and the weather thing. But yeah, real soon here I'll have that. I'll be on 10 meters.
Excellent. You've only got an S3 signal here, but your audio is particularly strong.
I used to come in better. I don't know what's happened these last couple of times, but I'm not giving you. Try that. Into my signal.
Oh, wow. What did you do just there? It seemed to go down just a tad, maybe.
Okay, I pushed the button. It's either put it on low or high power. I'm not sure which is which. But there's where it was before. So there's like two different powers. EX202. It's the old Radio Shack 2-meter HD.
Yeah, you're on high power there with an S3 signal. I was surprised to see it was only S3.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It used to be high, but who knows? I don't know. One day I want to get something different. Maybe even put up but I got to do the HF stuff. But I'll let you turn it over to somebody else. This is Hayes, November 8 November Hotel.
Yeah, very good signal. And if you put up a 2-meter antenna from your same location, you'll have a killer signal. November 8 November Hotel Tango, Andersonville. Who else is north? Over to the west.
Oh, wow. All right. Mike and Belshire.
Oh, Michael. How'd you do on the Fusion net tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Would have had 6, but I'm not on Fusion at the moment. Hey, hold on. What'd you say comment there, Richard?
Steve from up in Bowling Green. When you're talking to that fellow in Hendersonville.
Ah, very good. Hold on, Steve, if you can hear me. I'll finish with Michael here. How's it go? What else is going on?
Well, cut grass all day and had a few little mishaps, but got her done.
Well, were they?
No, neither, but I did turn the mower over.
Oh, man. And that one doesn't have a roll cage.
No. But luckily, didn't get hurt. Got the mower uprighted and all is well.
A hill on that, or are you doing a high school? Are you running on a ramp or something?
Well, it's kind of the side of the hill that goes down to the driveway. It's not a big, but it's just enough that the ground was wet enough that it slid and couldn't stop it.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you weren't. Were your feelings hurt, or were you physically hurt?
hurt, but my feelings were really hurt.
Nobody was watching, were they?
No, I had to walk all the way up the house to get somebody to help me turn the mower over.
Well, I'm glad you weren't hurt. That happened to Eddie there at W4EBX a few years ago, and the mower fell right on top of him with the blade run.
Well, the blade was running on this one, but when I jumped off the seat, it quit.
Oh yeah, well I don't know what his deal was exactly. Probably jumped out the safety on that thing.
Probably so.
Maybe he'll tell me. All right, anything else for the net, Michael?
No, nothing else. Happy Easter, everyone. Back to net control.
Yeah, very good. See, Richard would tell.
Oh, I'm sure.
Anyway, that's Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. That's Michael who does the 10-meter net on tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. So be sure to be there and congratulate him on surviving a rollover event and speed lawn tractor. Who else is north or west?
4G.
Whiskey Yankee. Be Jeff. Everything all right, Jeff?
Oh yeah, everything's going along just fine, just business as usual. And I got the another desk mic in, so I'm checking the 10-meter net. I should be sounding like I'm talking to a.
Well, let's hope not. I mean, you do. It's very, very. Like I said, your it was just. I could hear you, but it was just so thin. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's that hand mic. I don't guess it's matched to this rate. Thanks to Mike, I had something to use, but I come across another desk mic at a pretty decent price. Wait to get my other one back. When I do, I'll have a spare, but it's just I did acquire one, so it'll go tomorrow.
All right. Well, very good, Jeff. Anything else for the net tonight? I'm glad you're doing all right.
No, nothing else. That's it.
All righty. That's Jeff with a great signal. I'm slamming my analog meter here right over past 60. And he is in Madison. That's Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf, and his name's Jeff. Who else is west?
Steve, KO4OTV.
KO4 Old TV. How you doing, Joel?
Good. How you doing, Paul?
Hold on one second. Was there somebody else doubling with Joel?
Steve in Bowling Green.
Oh yeah, hold on, Joel. Steve, are you still there? Is Steve still there? Please come now. Yeah, I'm not copying him.
Twice. Go ahead.
All right, I just got you in there, Steve. Yeah, Whiskey 4 uniform. Got you in there, Steve. Little on and off, but I hear you.
Yeah, I've got back to this.
Yeah, it worked out good on that last transmission. Good to hear from you, Steve. That's Steve who does a Simplex net up in Bowling Green. Whiskey 4 Whiskey Kilo uniform. He's just a little bit north of Bowling Green, 65 miles from me, and I could hear him, and Richard could hear him. So I'm guessing some of you guys might be able to hear him. So in fact, he has a beam that he has from Bowling Green, just north of Bowling Green. He points due south, take a couple of degrees, and so he does very well right into the middle of Wilson and Davidson County. Anyway, else is we're talking to old television there. Joel, how you doing?
Very good, Paul. Yeah, I'm just that's about it.
Oh man, there's a lot of HF going on too.
Man, I'm looking at the spectrum right now on 40, and it's just it's covered all the way from end to end. It's pretty impressive, honestly. You can tell a lot of people are running a lot of big amps, or propagation is just outstanding. I'm going to say as well. So I'm going to say that's the reason why.
Well, there's a lot of hams in Michigan. You can figure that out. There's a Michigan QSO party going.
I didn't know that.
That's what it is. Lots of people in Michigan. They're all looking for jobs outside of Michigan.
I tell you what, we're all going to be looking for jobs outside of the country if something doesn't change.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get a job at that factory that makes those missiles that hit that ship.
Yeah, how bizarre was that?
What?
It's kind of bizarre to me. I mean, was it a Russian? I saw just a little piece of that. Was that a Russian? Did they sink their own boat? What was that about?
Now, Ukraine shot 2 missiles. They're not really made for large ships. They're made for much smaller ships than that cruiser. That's a guided missile cruiser. And it's made for smaller ships, but it may apparently hit it right in the, right where the sun don't shine or something, because it sank that ship.
Well, good for them.
Yeah, no, it was a wow. They must be, yeah, that's hurting too, because that is the flagship of the Black Sea Fleet, and I saw it in again, I don't know if it's true or not, but they actually arrested the admiral in charge of that group, and he's in jail for not recognizing the missiles were coming.
I caught just like the very end of it, and I thought surely that I didn't have no clue that Ukraine had gotten it. That's impressive. I'm happy for them. I'm sure they had some help somewhere.
Yeah, there was 3 guys with 45s.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what's going on right now. We are living in some interesting times, to say the least, and it's good to see what happens in the next. I saw a video of Biden shaking nobody's hands. I mean, he just turns around on invisible people's hands all around him, and I just thought, well, what did I just witness?
Well,
Yeah, like 3 of them. It was pretty crazy.
yeah, I don't know what the deal was with that. That was pretty strange. Impressive to see, but I'm telling you, it's scary when you think that this is the second or third time that Biden has suggested that he can pick up the pace a little weapons or do something different if we keep supplying them with weapons, the Ukrainian.
I tell you what, he can supply us with is a oil pipeline that would kind of help us out a little bit for sure.
I don't think he's inclined to do that at this moment.
Oh no, having our electric vehicles for just because.
Yeah. You think I can listen? I got 500 on a $75,000 electric car.
This has got to be some of the craziest things there. It's gotten so bad. It's just all I can do now is laugh. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, I think we're gonna work on a wood-fired car. How about that?
Hey, now we're on to something. I did go back to steam.
Well, in the late 1800s, they had a steam car that it was on. I don't know if it was on rubber wheels or wood wheels, but it could do. I forget what they do over 100 miles an hour.
Jay Leno has that car.
Oh, is that right? I just don't want to be the boy.
Because he's very, very, very good with cars, and even that old thing there, he had a blowtorch get that steam nice and hot, and then he just go over here and he choked this thing and bleed off this other thing, and he finally get it running, and he got going down the road about. I thought it was pretty impressive for what he was driving.
Yeah, well, steam has if you've got the firepower underneath that boiler water, man, you can make that thing go. The only thing that would hold you back was the structure in the wheels,
Oh yeah, see that was the only thing that looked sketchy to me because the wheels and tires just did not look up to par. I wouldn't want to hit a pothole on that thing.
Very good. Anyway, I'm glad to hear that you're watching the HF side, man. It has been very big. Its condition's been very good. I talked to somebody in Nova, somebody out, it's been very good overseas as well.
Well, I'm just using this same old. I have to go out there, come on from a long cable I've got up there to it, and I'm still waiting on that window. Somehow I got pushed back and then it got all the way up to Illinois between then and this morning, and now it's back in Nashville this afternoon. So I don't know what the heck I could transmit again.
Yeah, little did you know the short route to Nashville was by Illinois.
I'm telling you, it came from North Carolina places, and then it came to Nashville, and then left Nashville. Oh my God, you got to be kidding me!
That's funny. Yeah, I've had the same thing happen to me. No rhyme or reason to it. It hits here. I had one that came to, I forget what it was now. Came to Louisville or somewhere, and then it went to New Jersey, and then came back here. I went, well, why would they do that? Well, again, I guess it depends on their routing and what works for them. I don't know. Anyway, anything else for the net there, Joel?
No, that's it, Paul, man. I appreciate everything you do, bud, and happy Easter, everybody on the net.
Yeah, very good. Great signal there. You're almost, well, S9 to +10 here. That was Joel. He's in Joelton. Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Tango Victor. Who else is West?
Comment.
Hey, go ahead, Mike.
Steve's call is Kilo 4 Whiskey Kilo Uniform.
Oh, yeah, very good. I'm sorry. Got whiskey on the brain, I guess.
Could be.
Yeah, I should know better than that. I've only been talking to him for several years. But I get befuddled with all the calls, I guess. Who else is West? Please come in.
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Very good, Greg. How's that?
Actually, it seems to be fine, so it's probably my imagination. So, but there's a Star Trek episode where the lead drugged and he's just a figurehead, just a puppet.
There is a Star Trek. I don't remember that one. How did it work out?
Because it seems like they've been showing that episode more than usual lately too.
Oh, I see. They got on a reel that just keeps replaying itself, huh?
Probably.
Yeah, don't get me started on that one, man. Oh, man. How did we end up with this?
It's amazing.
Well, it's just interesting how it worked out this way. I mean, I can't wait. I hope I'll honest appraisal of how things transpired in this last few years, all the way from the end of the Obama today, and however this will end. But it's going to be fascinating. I hope that somebody goes, you know what, this is that was one crazy. I mean, Hillary said that she thinks the election was stolen from her, and nobody said squat to her about it.
Yeah. It's amazing, but I don't think history is going to get it right.
Oh, I don't know. Probably be 100 years from now.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else for the net tonight, Greg?
That's it for me. Thank you. K4CD.
Very good. They say Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. He's in Antioch. That's Greg. Who else is West?
Kilo Golf 4 in Donaldson.
Hey, Jack. You doing okay?
I'm doing fine, Paul. How are you?
Oh, just laying my heels on a nice, comfortable day. It's been very nice.
Yeah, it's been a great day, and I heard you had a good copy on him.
Oh, very good. I was wondering who else could hear him because he had a pretty good signal there for a second to me.
Yeah, I had an S5.
Awesome. No, it's amazing. He has a little bit of elevation, and having a beam pointed south doesn't hurt.
Well, 5 miles, that's a pretty good run.
Oh, heck yeah. That's a good run, no matter which direction it's coming from.
Absolutely. Well, anyway, and thanks for doing what you do, Paul. Appreciate it.
All right, very good. Thanks for the kind words. That's Jack. He's in Donaldson. Kilo 4 India Lima Victor. Anybody else west?
Comment.
Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, I hate to keep breaking in, but KO4KXT is in an apartment downtown with an HT, and he's trying to check in.
KO4HX Hotel X-Ray Tango.
Kilo X-Ray Tango.
I can make it anything I want to.
Sure.
All right, let's give it another try. Get up on an upper floor there, Kilo X-Ray Tango. Are you copying him, Mike?
No, not at all.
Tell him to go ahead and transmit again. Maybe he can hear you. Not copying anything.
Okay. Well, we tried.
He should be able to hear me, though, I would think. Of course,
Oh, yes. I feel definitely sure that he can hear you.
All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's Kilo Oscar for Kilo X-Ray Tango. And I'll have to look you up for the name, but I appreciate you trying to check in. And next time, if you're on an HT, just get up on an upper floor if you can, anywhere. Any upper floor, even if it's not near the window, you'd be surprised at what you can do because sometimes you can't get near a window. Anyway, and that's downtown on an HT. I'll make a note of that here. All righty. Who else? Anybody else west?
Joseph is the name.
Say again.
Joseph is his name.
All righty. That's Joseph. Good to have you in there, Joseph. Joseph on an HT downtown somewhere in a hotel. Is that what you said? Hotel?
He's an apartment.
In an apartment. Gotcha. Need to hang that J pole out the window. Anyway, yeah, email me if you will, Joseph. You can hear me. We'll see if we can. You need to improve that signal. Was that? Is that Chris? Yeah, you're really weak tonight, Chris. What do you got? A low battery on that HT or what? Well, a lot more static, and I couldn't hear you talking, but I do know it's KI4 normally in Hermitage. Where are you located, Chris? Nothing. Anybody else copying Chris?
I got a couple words. What's your location, Chris? Oh.
Boy, his signal is really bad tonight. Yeah, Hermitage. I don't think I said Hermitage, did I? Yeah, I did too. I did say Hermitage.
Yep.
Okay, that was Chris and Hermitage. Chris, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm not a good signal. I heard you a little bit, and I even recognized your voice when you checked in. But that's Kilo India Bravo Zulu. And that's Chris, and he's normally in Hermitage, and I guess that's where he is now with an HT. Who else is Wes? Kilo 4 Victor Alpha. How you doing tonight?
Evening for all everybody on there. Not doing bad. I'm relaxing. That's about it.
Oh yeah. Your signal are you using a different signal being this low is normal because it's better. It's okay, but it just seems low.
It could be me. I don't know. I might have do it off just a little bit. I have to check it to see.
I got you. You're normally, I usually copy and you better than today from my memory. I could be wrong about that.
I've also swapped in. I'm on a 2-element quad instead of 4.
Okay. Yeah, you like those quads, do you?
I mean, I'm kind of playing with them, see what they like.
Yeah, they actually work great. I mean, I built an 8-element 70. The reason I built a 70 centimeter quad is because it's easier to build a small one than a big one.
Yeah, these VHF, they're not too bad, but I mean, they're pretty good size. Yeah, the 4-element, I use it for both FM and upper sideband.
Right. You go by Tim, correct?
Mike.
I don't know why I got Mike. I got Tim in. Don't know why. Michael. That's yeah. Getting old is terrible, man. I saw a cartoon today that somebody sent me, and it's like an old people cartoon, and it's the guy walks in. He's walking into a room, and he's got a there's a sign on the wall that has numbered. You can't see what it says, but it says he's reading the sign, and it says, "These might be the following reasons that you walked into this room."
Yeah. I've seen those things.
Well, it is funny how as you get older, things start to get a little bit hazier to you. Anyway, anything else for the net there, Michael, in Hendersonville?
No, sir, that's about it. Say good evening, everybody on that. Turn it back over to let you get on with it. Can't go yet.
Very good. That's Michael in Hendersonville. Kilo 4 Victor Alpha. By the way, which quad is those you bought those quads?
The 4-element was bought commercial made, and the element was homemade.
Oh, very good. And you say you're using the 2 meter, I mean, the 2 element for local communications, mostly just on FM?
Well, like I said, for the time being, um, we'll figure out and play with it and see if it'll do anything on the upper side band. Figure out the direction he's turning all this other stuff. Right now, you're trying to make sure it's working.
Yeah, no, it's no. The reason I even ask those things because I personally find it interesting when people are doing something a little different, whether that's they built their own Yagi or they built a quad or they built, it doesn't matter to me. And some people will. I mean, I even did stupid things because I'm used to doing that. That didn't make any sense early on in my ham crappy career. But I just like to hear what people are doing, what success they've had, and how their results are.
Oh yeah, I've built a couple of tape measure UTS. Got about 3 of those that I'm playing with. They seem to work pretty good. And I've built one VHS. Right now, like it does. That's I need to break it out and play with it. Do this one thing.
Awesome. Well, very good. That's Michael. Kilo for Victor Alpha, antenna experimenter. Who else is west or south? West or south?
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Hey, very good. Who did you have on your D-Star tonight?
Oh, we had a light night tonight, man. We only had 2.
Well, yeah, Mars. So we're almost neck and neck.
Okay, man. We'll let you get on with it. KE4 SYV.
Yeah, very good, Larry. In Rockvale, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor in Rockvale. Who else is south?
Hey, Paul, KM4TM, Tom, also in Rockville, and hello, Larry.
Yeah, very good. A little bit. How you doing?
Yeah, doing real fine. Had a pretty busy day doing household chores and stuff like that, and yeah, I missed a few of the nets. I thought I better check in and make sure I don't end up reading about series. But I did hear Steve in Bowling Green a little while ago. It's about an S5 here. He was doing well, and I just want to say hello to everyone on the group.
Yeah, see, that's awesome that you're able to. He's not really pointing at you either. He's doing due south, and and you're not due south of me.
I don't know. Looking at a map, I'm pretty close to. Let me get my map out. I got one right here. I think I'm pretty close to straight south from you, Mount Juliet. You're right on the east side of Nashville, and I'm on the kind of southwest side. Straight south.
Oh, yeah. It's funny. In my mind, for some reason, I always think of Rockville as being of 24. I don't know why that displace it like that.
Yeah. Straight south, and that's straight south of Mount Juliet. So, yep, it's exactly south from you. I'm about 30 miles from you, so I guess I'd put 95 miles from Bowling Green.
Gonna measure it just to see what it was here. Hold on one second. Well, no, I can't find Bowling Green, but it's got to be around 90 miles.
Yep, I believe it is. And I see, I was looking at you on YouTube here, and I see you got a different apparatus. I don't think have you got a new radio?
No, it's my old radio, the 897D, because the FT 991 started acting funny, and I did an upgrade on software, and then it was having trouble with. Remember how I noticed that the SWR wasn't showing up?
Yeah, and I guess you've got your this meter we're looking at here. I guess you got it on SWR mode because it doesn't move at all when you key up.
I don't know what apparently yes. I'm not even sure what I've got set for on TX. I think it is SWR. It doesn't even move though. What an unresponsive meter this is. Huh? Maybe I need to calibrate. I just like the fact that it's huge. and it's got a nice light, adjustable light in it. But no, and not only was the SWR messed up, but it also, I started getting people telling me, and I noticed it. They said, "Hey, your signal isn't much," and for a few days or a week, I thought it was just conditions. And I'm pretty sure that I don't know what my output was, but all of a sudden it went to near zero. Larry got a hold of me and said, "Man, your signal's terrible." He said, "Are you running low power?" I said, "No, I'm supposedly running 50 watts."
Well, I've got about the same signal now as always, so it sounds good. It's working well. I'm hearing you just fine. But I'm showing a little SWR on my X700, showing three little bar graphs, which would be probably about a 1.2, something like that. So the fact the chance that's 1 to 1 is pretty slim on that antenna. It just happened to fall in on this frequency.
No, I'm pretty sure that because you got to remember this meter on any of the 857, 897, it's just a replication of what the in bar graph that's normally on these older radios. So it's not going to be, let's put it this way, it's not going to be dead nuts on the correct number.
Yeah, I've got an 857 too, and I used it mobile, and I loved it. That's a great little radio. All right, Paul, here, just good evening to everyone in the bunch, and I'm going to try to make the 6 meter net if I can stay awake. Yeah.
Well, we'll try to rush it along just so you won't fall asleep. All righty, that was Tom in Rockville, Kilo Mike Ford Tango Mike, and he great tower and radio. Tower and antenna placement. I mean, if you can hear Bowling Green at 90 something miles, you're doing it. Sal.
K4 KCS.
Hey, Kevin, what's up?
Oh, not much. Just cool my heels.
Yeah, I know that video of that medieval help desk. I was laughing. So again, it always makes me laugh.
Yeah, I love it when he turns the book over and he's like, "Look, it won't open."
Yeah, but I instantly take that setup and equate it to somebody who is trying to understand Windows. That's what happens. Now I don't know what to do.
Yeah, or somebody the first time on Word or Excel.
If that's why I joke about it for the last 30 years. Man, it is 30 years. Since I was given a laptop when I first took a job. I was using laptops in 91 or 2, I don't remember. Maybe it was 93. But 92, that's when it was. And I could, I remember trying to figure everything out. And if I had all that time in the last 30 years spent trying to figure stuff out, I'd probably have 6 months ahead at the moment.
That's true. The thing is, it helps when you're getting paid to figure that stuff out.
Well, not all of it was. I mean, there was things that I'll repeat the story very shortly. I decided that I was going to learn a lot about Windows, and I got one of those Windows magazines and improve the performance of your PC by going to a lot less. Instead of a million colors, you can take it down to 365 or whatever the number was. And so I said, "Oh, great idea! Just do this." And I did that, and the screen went black. I forgot that I had a black and white screen.
That's a tough lesson learned to get back on.
Well, I didn't realize that I could have dragged it somewhere and seen what was going on, but I didn't. I had no way. I said, "How? Okay, I can't get back in and see what's going on. The computer's on, but I can't see the entire OS."
You got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Yeah, just dumb. I laugh. I was afraid to tell him.
Well, look at you now. It's on the air.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody's recording it and sending it to my old boss. Anyway, anything else for the net there?
No, I appreciate it. Thanks. K4 KCF to K4 PW.
Yeah, that was Kevin, Kilo 4, Kilo Charlie Foxtrot, and he's in, I'll get it straight, Alma, that's where he is. I remembered it this time. But nobody knows where Alma is. That's just west of Murfreesboro. Who else is west? That was, by the way, it was Kilo 4, Kilo Charlie Foxtrot, Kevin. Who else is south? South or east?
WA4ZHI. K4DZ.
Hey, Earl, hold on one second. Heard you in there. James beat you out. How you doing, James?
Good. Got fine today. Weather's nice.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. Just beautiful. You couldn't ask for a better day.
Oh, there's no rain. No, it wasn't cold or anything.
No, it was too nice, really. I mean, you hated to waste it on working.
I did some inside work.
Oh, did you? Anything special?
Just bathroom type stuff.
A long list of chores I've got to get after too. Everything going well for you?
Yeah, we're doing fine.
Very good. Glad to hear it. That was James. Whiskey Alpha for Zulu Hotel India. And I heard you in there, Earl. How you doing?
Pretty well. Kind of keeping back to relaxing after spending a little bit of time outside in the beautiful day out today.
Oh yeah, this is what they call it, a Chamber of Commerce day, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Push talk, but it's kind of starting to push, but it wouldn't let me talk. I hate it when that happens. Is there another name for that?
Yeah, Murphy's Law.
I had quite a bit of that going on today, trying to get these tire beads set back on the backyard trailer today. We got one out of two, so you know the old saying, some circles, tires only flat on one side. It's always on the bottom, so he pulled it home on the flat side.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a guy in Florida years ago. Anybody corporation, I think, and it was one of these discount tires, something discount tires. I forgot the name of it now. You may have heard of it. I don't remember. Anyway, his whole deal was he would say, get on the air, and he goes, tires ain't good old Southern boy. Tires ain't pretty. You go, they go. You stop, they stop. We've got tires. And it didn't mean anything, They're just tires, man.
Well, there's always I don't know, a reason for something. Get what you pay for. Hey, go with that. Just want to say howdy, and make sure this thing's still percolating after being distant for a few days over here. Tried out my old Ringo Ranger loaded ground SWR, so it's there, loaded ground and refurbished, and I guess it might be ready to put up in the air. So this mono band antenna has got the same dB as the Diamond X300 I got, so on 2 meters. So it's kind of like any, mo. It's a little bit bigger antenna though, so more surface area. But I'll let it go with that. Something to consider. And think about an antenna. They say surface area could be the cat's meow. But holiday weekend, whatever holiday is, don't want to leave anybody out. So, let's all go full circle and jump in and do the hokey pokey and shake ourselves all about and enjoy it regardless of what the reason is. Whoever, whatever. KE4 DEC 7-3.
Yeah, very good, Earl. Glad you're doing well, being productive. That's Kilo Echo for Delta Echo Zulu. He is in Noreen, and his name is Earl. Who else is south or east or anywhere?
India 4 Sierra, India Bravo, Kilo India 4 Sierra, Oscar Romeo. Good evening, Paul.
Hey, Richard, what's up with your bad self?
Sitting here looking like this, but I'm just hanging out. I could hear Steve, and I could also hear those two fellows down in south of here, which is kind of unusual. I can't think of where the hair I'm talking about, but the two fellas you talked to that were close to each other. Anyway, I heard them pretty good for a change, and I think it's down in Rockville. But anyway, carry on. See you next Saturday, if not before. Take care and catch you when I can. KI4S, I'll be back to net. Thank you.
Yeah, that was KM4TM in Rockville, and that was Larry KE4SYV in Rockville. Yeah, they both have great signal.
So take care. Talk to you. Bye. KI4SIV.
Yeah, very good. That was Richard and Stephanie. Sierra India Bravo and Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo, and they're just in a little bit west of downtown Lebanon. Who else is east or anyone?
With Papa Lima Alpha, this is Philip in Lebanon.
I heard KG4 CXE first. Wasn't that you, Chris?
Yep, I was getting started, but I heard somebody in there. Just jumping in there. So how are you, Paul?
Just like I said, chilling here on a nice evening and a beautiful day.
Nice day. I got some stuff done in the garage. I'm a little stopped up from cleaning and stuff like that, but it'll pass.
Doing well with your employment status?
Oh yeah, had a long week of kind of company stuff last week and people. So hopefully get back at Monday and it'll be pretty smooth.
That whole 2-year thing changed a lot of people that were working remotely, and you conceive of % on new hires, and you show up at work and say, who the heck are these people?
Yeah, that was one of the interesting things they asked everybody that had never been to one of those events before. It was at least 40% of the audience. It was wild.
Oh, wow. That's funny. What's funny is that I'm guessing that in your industry, the requirements, for instance, in hospitals, things changed, the virus, but also there was all the elective surgeries went away. Almost all the elective surgeries, plastic surgeries, and all the things. And so the demand for nurses, I would say, was lower in some cases. But in IT, the demand got higher.
Regardless, the staff there, they have to use some type of system, and you would hope that shortage is horrible.
Well, and that was I remember hearing a great argument, has nothing IT work, but it was when they expanded the league some years ago, and I don't remember when, it might have been 20 years ago, the baseball league. It's a problem because when you expand the league, it means you need more players. And he was particularly talking about, he says, there's in the world, and they're all being used. And so whatever we get next is not going to be as good.
Yeah, and that can be, dangerous in healthcare, which is wild.
Well, I'm not saying that because they all have to be and there's a lot of supervision that goes on in healthcare as well. Direct supervision, especially in patient care. But you never know. We had that case here, went before the jury, and she got convicted of negligent homicide or something like that.
Yeah, I was just getting at you. The skills will be there, but you still want that level of commitment. I think that's what makes a good nurse. But yeah, it's a shame. It's the thing that's needed, but it's a very, very tough job, and hats off to anybody who does it. Really.
Yeah, they really. I found it odd in a hospital for 7 years, and I found it was two things I found odd about nursing. Is one, the better you got at nursing, generally, the farther you got away from patient care, because then you became a supervisor or a head nurse or a floor nurse, or somebody that was outside of. Do they, nurses by nature, usually, again, most of them are women. Not that it matters, but they have to be compatible. They can't be. They have to separate that from the reality that all people don't have good outcomes.
Yeah, it takes a certain type of person to be able to be, successful in that. It's a wild strength.
Yeah, no, I mean, such and such died. Yeah, okay, who's next?
Well, to be able to stomach it, yeah. I mean, they deal with it in different ways. It's a heavy load. It's a shame, but hey, at least there are people that care for people. You know.
Oh yeah, no question about it. And that's what's neat about healthcare is that if you're a if you don't have any feeling for humanity, that's you're generally not going to go into healthcare.
That's true.
Anyway, you go into IT. That's what you do.
Yes, you can hide and stay away from all of the users.
Yeah, very good. All right, that was Chris in it's like Gladeville or Mount Juliet or somewhere. That was Kilo Belfort, Charlie X-Ray Echo. Phil, give me your call again, please.
W8PLA with the 8 Papa Lima Alpha.
Yeah, it wasn't. I screwed up not remembering what eight was, or the whiskey for that matter.
Oh, that's okay, Paul. I forgive you.
I wouldn't if you forgive me anyway. I mean, if anybody has a mistake-free life, I want to meet them. I really no, I've been their site. You know?
Well, I want to do a little testing tonight. I'm coming at you here, the first transmission on low power test meter, Paul.
You're just bumping right up against the eight number, S8.
That is good to know. I just bumped it up to about a medium power. How am I doing now?
Almost 30 over.
Well, how about we get just a little bit of water there, and how about now? How are we doing?
Up to about when you first started, it was about 42 or three, or there's not doesn't have any graduations there, but and when you finished, it was
Well, I would say that that is an improvement. What do you think? Signal coming in a lot better. I hope I've seen everybody better tonight. I think there was only one or two folks that I didn't copy, but yeah, I've been doing some work today. I've got me. I'm itching, but looks like the work has paid off.
oh, I believe it has, yeah, and it makes it a lot more fun over time. You know, in example, but what you can hear because there's 20 something people on the air, but there's going to be other occasions where there's other people on the air that were farther or and you go, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, well, I was a little bit worried because I've not had very much experience putting those PL259s on, and I don't have a antenna analyzer or an SWR meter, so I could and plugged it in and just figured we'd go with it. You know, the radio blows up, it blows up. Comment.
Yeah, Mike.
7 to me in northeast Nashville.
I take it you heard that, Phil.
Oh, I didn't know if you were saying something there. I'm sorry, but yeah, Mike, you were about a 7 for me over here. About equal on our signal back and forth. Then very good.
Yeah, so you're bouncing. You were right dead on 50 over right now, right there when that last.
Way to go, Diamond X510. Well, I'm going to shut up now. I've had my fun. Y'all carry on. 3 for W8CLA back in that control.
Yeah, very good, Philip. That's Philip in Tucker's Crossing, and that's Whiskey 8 Papa Lima Alpha. Nail on the head there. That for me anyway, because I would say that pound for pound, and for that $200 or so, which is half I have. But you don't need my antenna if you're not net control. But the fact that he's easily making it from Tucker's Crossroads over to North State Moon, I'm sure he's working all of Wilson and Davidson County, and he's probably got easily a 30-mile radius on that signal. And at 510 is really a bargain antenna for $200, and it's well made. Anyway.
Well, I do have one last comment. Antenna up on my house. I was standing out in the front yard looking at it, and some of the neighbors came out and said, "What's that?" I said, "Well, don't you know? Brain power, my friend. Brain power."
You tell, with the advent of all the UFOs, this is a UFO spotter.
Well, it's funny because when you get out to the road, my house sits back a little bit. I'm probably 2 acres back onto my 5.5, and you see the mast sticking up from the house about 10 feet, and then the antenna disappears into the clouds in the sky. You really don't
No, as a matter of fact, especially in a neighborhood. Now, in your case, you might notice the antenna a little bit more being in the wide open spaces, so to speak. But in neighborhoods, I've noticed that people do not notice antennas. They just don't. They rarely look above the roof line. Rarely.
Well, I don't think that unless you're looking for it, you're going to spot it. But of course, I was looking for it. I was wondering how it how it would look from the road. And this is appropriate to say, being that it's Easter weekend. I say that is my direct connection to Jesus. You can come over and use it anytime you want to.
Quite a lineup over there.
Yeah, I copy that. Well, Bob, I'm going to shut up now. I know you got another next to WHTLA.
Very good. That's Phil and Tucker Crossroads, Whiskey 8 Papa Lima Alpha. Great signal, great progress, great 510 antenna working great. Other antennas, it would perform as well, but we just know that the X510 does great things. So does the well, it's just a cheaper antenna. It's about half the price of that, about $100. So the OPEC, something 300, I forget what it is. So the MFJ sells a similar model, and so does there's a couple others too. So don't get all hung up on the major prices here. Anyway, who else is east, west, south, or anywhere?
Looking forward to Juliet.
Wait, one more time.
Sheila and Danny.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, you're talking faster than my brain was working. Sorry about that, Dan.
All right. Well, I actually had fell asleep and woke up to y'all having a nap.
Yeah, I slept through one of my own nets one time. My wife woke me up at 5 or 10 after 8, and she goes, "Don't you have a net tonight?" I go, "Oh yeah." Anyway, that was a few years ago. But I've never fallen asleep here during that.
Okay, good.
No, you couldn't. I don't think I could. I don't think I could. I'm uh, I'm titillated by all of the people we talk to on the air.
All right. Well, good deal, guys. Everybody's sounding good tonight.
Oh yeah, you're sounding great. Uh, you're in dang Gallatin.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go, Gallatin. I had it right. I actually got it on. I have a good signal out of Gallatin tonight, Dan.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night, and I'll catch you later on. Looking forward to it.
Very good. Whiskey 4 Golf Oscar November. Great signal. Who else is any place anywhere?
Oh, David.
Oh, give me that one more time, David. It's I know your call, but it got muddled there at the front end. Were you doing something different, or was
This is KO4HSC, David. Yeah, I don't know if I had a double or something was going on.
most? I just knew it was you, David. I couldn't hear the call, and I thought that's strange because normally got a great signal. What equipment are you using now? I'll think of it in a second. Bellevue.
Antenna wise, I've got a GP6 Comet at about 30 some feet, and I'm about a little shy of 700 elevation.
I see. That's excellent. That's very excellent. Were you operating at an HT at any point recently?
Not recent.
Okay, very good. I must be thinking of something else because with that antenna and that elevation, you could easily talk to me with a H.
Yeah, I don't have it on. I've got it on a push-up pole. I can go up about another 17 feet, but I'm just trying to stay a little more low key for my HOA.
Uh,
Not yet. Knock on wood.
do they usually warn people first?
I haven't really heard a whole lot from them, on various things. So hopefully I'm under the radar.
Let's hope so. Yeah, it's funny how odd, I mean, a vertical antenna is really not much of an eyesore. I don't think it is, that's for sure. And I can't imagine why anybody complained about that.
Yeah, so hopefully they won't. But yeah, we'll see.
All righty. Anything else for the net, David?
No more traffic, Paul. Thanks for doing the net.
Very good. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Hotel Sierra Delta. And that's David in Bellevue. Who else is any place anywhere?
Yeah, 4JAV. That was me muddling up David a minute ago.
How you doing?
Good. Pretty good. I could hear Steve tonight. First time I've ever heard him. And a couple of stations from the south I was hearing pretty good tonight, which is unusual.
Oh, interesting. And you're not doing anything different, are you?
Nothing.
Huh. But it must be great conditions, because I wasn't able to hear Steve, but only intermittently. So the conditions, and people were hearing him 30 miles south of me. So it was amazing how good a signal was.
Yeah, it was a little scratchy, but I could hear him. I would, considering pretty good.
Yeah, very good. Anything going on your end of the world?
No, sir. Pulling right along.
Yeah, I'm with you. And nothing else for the net then, huh?
No, that's it. Go on with, I know you got another net to get to, so we'll talk to you later. Yeah, and 4JAV.
Very good. That's Jerry in Alpha Victor. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere?
Okay, 4HQ.
Hey, Stan. Long time no hear. You doing okay?
Yeah, I've been doing pretty well, Paul. I've been just messing with some other hobbies and kind of giving the radio hobby a break.
Oh, yeah. No, I understand. You can. It's like any hobby. You can chew up as much time as you want to.
Yeah, this is true. I won't hold you up, Paul. I know just 5 minutes ago.
Very good. Very good, Stan. It's good to hear from you. That's Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo, and he's in just north of Lebanon a little bit. And that's Stan. Who else? Any place, anywhere? Any place, anywhere before we go over to the 2-meter upper sideband then? Lurkers, lollygaggers, and sandbaggers are welcome. All righty then. We had 28 check-ins on 2 meters, moving over to 144.240. And it's upper sideband. I'll see you there in momentarily. All right, I'll see you there. K4P. All right, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 0. Looking for check-ins from the north. Please come in. Anybody, any place on north?
KG4, LZ, Jack and Donaldson.
Hey, Jack, you sound pretty good. How are you copying me?
You sounded great.
That was good. Who else is, that was Jack, Kilo Go 4, India Lima Victor. Who else is west?
AM4, YRS, Mike and Bill.
Yeah, well, you almost sound a little off frequency there, Michael.
Well, you do too, to me as well.
And it's you, though. All right, very good. That's Michael, KM4YRF. Does he sound off frequency to you, Jack?
No, he sounded right on it over here.
Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Huh. Okay. Move on. I don't know why that would sound so funny between the two of us. All righty. And that was, again, that was Michael, KM4YRF, and he's in Belshire. West, north, or west?
Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Yeah, Mike is spot on. You're off. I tuned down to you. Victor Alpha.
Yeah, very good, Greg. Hold on one second. Victor Alpha. Greg, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Yeah, appreciate that. I'll have to take a look at that and see if I need a calibration technique here on the upper side, man. We'll see. Hold on one second.
Oh, man, tune into you anyway. That's how it works.
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, it says I'm on 240, but 144, 240. Yeah, that's the right one. All righty. If I heard Victor Alpha in there, you still there, Michael?
Victor Alpha. Not everybody sounds like they're off frequency.
You say everybody sounds off frequency?
To me, they do. I've tried adjusting right now. I'm at 240.6.
Okay. I don't know what's going on there. I'll have to check my calibration on that. Very good. That's Michael. That's Kilo 4 Victor Victor Alpha in Hendersonville. Who else is north or west? And northwest or south?
AM4TM. Hey, Paul.
Hey, you sound pretty good. How are you copying people tonight, Tom?
So far, pretty good. But Paul, I've got you tuned in at 239.95. I had to drop down a little bit, whereas before I had to go up 0.05. So a little different result.
Huh. Well, it's an old radio. What do you want?
Yeah, but everything else is tip top. So just wanted to give a number. Ready for 6 meters too. I got my new Elecraft app, which works 6, so I'll throw a few extra wattages at you, see how it does.
Good. That was Tom in Rockville, Kilo Mike 4, Tango Mike, and ready to roll, rumble on 6 meters. Who else is south? South or east? Hey, Stan, you sound pretty good. Oh, what do you call that antenna? Your new one, relatively new. Which antenna meter? The same vertical? Oh yeah, that's right. You get the 510. I was with what you were using for HF, and I don't think you're going to use that on 2 meters. Well, very good, Stan. You sound good. That's Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Quebec Echo in Lebanon. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere?
Or Nelson Echo Zulu.
All right, I got you in there, Earl. You sound off frequency to me, but I might be the one off frequency. That's Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Zulu in Noreen, which is just east of the Cedars of Lebanon Park. Who else?
KG46C, Kristen Juliet.
You also sound off frequency to me, but so now I'm guessing it's me, unless everybody's.
Yeah, you sound off frequency to me as well. Revisit my VFO to see if that's easy for.
Right now, but again, you're meeting me, and I'm apparently off frequency a little bit.
Well, not sure how that works out, but how it does what it does there. KG4DZ73.
Yeah, Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Zulu, and then we had Chris Kilo Golf 4, Charlie X-Ray Echo here in Mount Juliet, Gladeville. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere? All righty, hold on. So we had 9 chickens on the 2 meter upper side band. We're moving right over. Mike, if you would announce that. See that 135. All right, we'll see y'all there, K4PW. I'll try to be on frequency.
Open-minded.
All righty, hold on. All righty, I think we're good now. This is Kilo 4 Pop Echo Whiskey for the 6 meter on that. Looking for check-ins from the north. Please come now. Anybody, any place, anywhere, give me a radio check. All right, let's try that one more time. Is anybody on 6 meters from the north? Please come now. From the west, please come now. K4P. Is anybody copying me whatsoever? I'm not copying anybody. Must be something I missed on my antenna. I'm telling you. I bet I'm on the wrong antenna. How about you bet? What is today? Saturday. You know what? I am on the wrong antenna. I'm not going to fix it. Michael, can you pick up the pace there? Well, if people want to wait, hold on one second. K4PW. Let me hold on. For those of you can hear me, I'm going to go try to change the antenna because I forgot I'm on a.
Reasonable, which makes a big difference for me. Because there's a horizontal antenna. Well, it could be. But thank you for your check-in. Who else? West.
K4PW.
West.
It's K4PW. I'm west of somebody.
Rockville. Hey, Mike. Hey, Tom, we got you. Paul, are you back?
Well, I am. Keep going. On a wrong mode.
Okay, I'll let you down already.
All right, K4PW.
Okay, good deal. That's about 900 watts and a tri-bander pointed north from Rockville. And Paul, welcome back. I knew you were having an issue there, but I'm hearing you fine now. Thanks, guys. KM. Okay, Tom, you're S9 to me, man. Just busted in here. About between us here, Mike. I'm hearing you good too. All right, who's next for south, west, or north? JG4 ILV, Jack and Donaldson. How are you? I'm doing great, Michael. How are you? I'm doing good. You hearing everybody okay? I'm only hearing you. Yeah, roger that. Well, thank you for your check-in. Who's next? I think we're
Hey, comment. Hey, comment. Kevin, was that you in there checking in? Okay, very good. That was Kevin, K4C, KCF, and checking in there about obviously on a relay. If you couldn't hear him, Michael. Kilo for Kilo Charlie Foxtrot, and he's in Alma, west of Murfreesboro. Yeah, very good. No, it sounds. I can hear him. Just he's got a very low signal. What are you doing on that 6 meters on that, Kevin? Yeah. Well, homemade is often just as good, but in this case, I don't know whether it's just the distance or the location or what, but it's your signal's very weak to me. Very low audio. Yeah, but your S6 right there. I was just watching the meter when it came in, so your signal's good, but your audio is not up there. Well, you need some number 6 wire instead of that number 14 you're using. I'm just kidding. I don't know if it make any difference, but no, I can hear you in there fine, really. All right, I'm jumping out of this K4PW. You guys have a great night.